The first no Googling of the day, it's about Dan Evans, who of course is alongside Andy Murray. They're in the last 8 of the men's doubles in the Olympics. We'll speak to Dan in one sec. First, the answer to that question was, can you name the last two Brits to win a medal at the Olympic Games? The men's doubles, Tim Henman, Neil Broad. Going back to 1996 when they won silver. Hopefully, our next guest will go one better, as I'm delighted to say. We can say good afternoon to Team GB tennis doubles player into the last 8 of the Olympics. Dan Evans joins us. Hello, Dan. How are you?
Good afternoon, Dan.
How are you? You all right?
We are very well.
All good, mate.
How are you doing, more importantly?
Yeah, all good. Just had a practice today. Just not too much really. We're just back at the lodge now. Team GB have like a little, they take over a school and there's better food in the village, and just chilling here for a bit.
Dan, I have to go straight to it, mate, because watching the game on Sunday against Japan, I'm just watching it at 9-4 down. You know, there was a few shots that you'll probably say yourself and Andy would have been frustrated with. I could see a little bit of frustration, but watching you come back, mate, and get rid of them 5 match points that they had and go on to win. What goes through your mind when you're trying to save match points? Are you thinking safety shots? Does that come into your mind?
Yeah, that's what I loved on the return. It was the safest shot on one of the match points. Obviously, it's sort of, it's his last match as well. I didn't want it to come to a tame end. I didn't want to sort of just play the percentage play. And we did a great job of getting through that match, and we took our off when we got the opportunity. We took the opportunity pretty well to get the match done.
Dan, do you feel, because it's going to be whatever match it is, hopefully it'll be the final, but whatever match it is, it's definitely going to be Andy Murray's last match, and do you feel that there's a little bit more pressure on you as well as him, because you want to keep that longevity going in the Olympics? You don't want the quarters to be the last one. You don't want the semis to be the last one. Do you feel like this is more pressure than you've ever encountered before?
I did yesterday in the tiebreak yesterday, because it was so tight, and we had match points at the start of the in the second set. When we should have really been off the court. I did feel a bit of pressure yesterday. But to be honest, he's great. He's not. He's pretty calm on the court. He's really calm and sort of keeps you in the moment. He's not a massive talker, but when he does, it's you listen. And he's yesterday we played really well, and we was unlucky to be in a third set yesterday, to be honest.
Dan, behind us, we've got the game on now between the USA and the Netherlands. One of these two will be your next game. Are you keeping a close eye on them?
I'm not. I just woke up. We had a naft here, and the doubles coach who we have here will do all that, and
Yes.
We'll sit down tonight. Tonight, and then just before we go out, sort of get a bit, bits dropped to us here and there, and Andy likes to watch a lot of the opponents right up until yesterday. He was right up until he walked on. I seen him watching him on his phone. So yeah, he does a bit more than me, and so yeah, it's that's how it will go.
Has Andy talked to you about where this would be on his roll of honours? Obviously, he's won a couple of Wimbledons. He's won a gold medal at the Olympics before. But because this will be his last ever competitive competition, has he spoke to you about how important and where he would rank this?
No, not. He's not said anything. He's been really focused on the court yesterday. Hardly said a word in the practice. I thought he had the ump with me, but he was he was really focused. And I sort of asked his physio, who's here with us, he's looking after both of us. I said, geez, he was didn't say much today. And Shano just said, yeah, he's there today. He's on it, and sort of showed how good he played at the start of that match. He was really locked in, and but he's not mentioned anything to me. But I think because it's his last tournament, it would be something if we ended up getting something. Yeah.
When I'm watching tennis, Dan, you know, I do like my tennis and watching it. But these last 2 games that you've been in, I'm watching. I'm like, oh, the fans back at home and the fans in the stadium as well must be thinking you're putting them through hell. You know, winning on a tie break and being behind 7 match points that you've saved. Are you looking at the next game to try and get it done without a tie break?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said yesterday, we should have wrapped that up. We had so many chances, but they got out of trouble pretty well. To be fair to them, but you know, Andy had a great return on one of the match points, and the guy he got it back somehow. Very lucky shot, but we got better and better. The Japan match we were poor. We were lucky to get through that, and yesterday we played really well. We were the better team by a stretch, I thought, and you know, we in the end we got through, but would have been tough to take if we didn't.
Men's singles, of course, is best of 5. Doubles is best of 3, so first to 2. Does that give you more of an advantage? Do you think the longer the match goes on, bearing in mind that Andy's coming back from an awful injury, do you think that gives you more an advantage that the game won't last as long?
Yeah, I mean, doubles for the singles players isn't physical. 2 sets and a tie break. You know, they're not long points, so it doesn't make much of a difference. The fact we're playing doubles is definitely an advantage for Andy. Yeah.
Okay, there is a possibility that you could have Nadal and Alcaraz in the final. Have you thought that far ahead yet?
No. I didn't know that until you mentioned it.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Now I've mentioned it. What do you make of that?
Next match, boring. And next match. If I say anything else, next match. I think, next match is a big match for us. You know, that's a chance for a medal in the semis, and you know, you're in the semi-finals. Anything can happen. So next match is a big one, and looking forward to it.
But Dan, I've been watching like quite a lot of the Olympics so far, and you know, whenever you see anyone winning a gold, silver, bronze, they're so emotional. It means so much to them. And I'm seeing you after every game, you know, that you can see the emotion in yourself and Andy. And does it show how much this Olympics means to everyone competing?
Yes, 100%. I think in tennis we don't play as a team ever, really. You know, we played Davis Cup, and to wear the Union Jack on your shirt, and it's a big thing. And you know, I think Andy all along in his career, he's always turned out for Britain, and you know, the only man to back up gold medals, and that's, you know, it shows how much it means to him. I think I didn't even know this until he said it in press, but he had tears yesterday, which, you know, at the end of his career, coming back to what you said earlier about where it will rank, you know, it's obviously pretty important to him. He's you know, invested in it, and it's going to be a, you know, big week, hopefully.
Dan, let me ask you, Murray Mania's gone a bit nuts over it. Everyone wants you and him to get gold. I mean, it literally has taken over all the back pages now. But I started the question by saying Murray Mania. Even though you hit the winning shot yesterday, the back pages are Murray's done it again. Do you mind that? Do you mind that you're not the one they're all talking about?
Yeah, I'd be stupid to think they're going to talk about me. He's a sir. He's unbelievable career. He's.
It is doubles,
I'm more
though,
than
Dan.
happy to play
Dan, it is doubles, though. You're doing your fair share as well, mate. It's a team, isn't it? So you deserve your plaudits as well, mate.
Yeah, and he knows that. He's fully aware of that, and that's the only person that matters. Is we work as a team on the court. You know, it's not about who gets the plaudits.
Exactly.
It's about coming home with something for Team GB, and you know, we're old enough to know that we're a team, and that's the press for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you have to call him sir when you're playing?
You know what? Some of our mates always they message and go, "How's sir?" You know, that's just I don't know. I've never called him sir, and I don't think I ever will.
I don't think he wants you to. Listen, before we let you go, Dan, just tell us a bit about what it's like being at the Olympics now.
Olympic Village.
It's unique. Like I was saying this morning, the athletics are in now. It's got way busier. You see like marathon runners doing their training in the village on the road.
Wow.
Yeah, like the maddest ones, like the walkers. They're doing their like fast walk up and down. Yeah, it's unique. It's packed. It doesn't really sleep, the village. A lot of times, the food hall's packed. Like I went there last night at 12:30. It was busy. It's a strange place. Yeah, it's for tennis players anyway, because we're not used to that. We're in a hotel, and for me, it's my first Olympics, so it's. Yeah,
is it like halls of residence? So the room's quite small. I'm guessing you're not sharing, but is it really quite basic then for you?
It's as basic as I've ever been in. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Gabby wouldn't like it.
Dad, have you seen LeBron James, Steph Curry? Are they strolling through, or are they staying in a 6-star hotel in Paris?
They're probably in the Four Seasons, right?
Yeah. I bet they are.
Staying where we are.
Do you have access to all areas because you're a competitor? Can you go if you want to go and watch? I don't know, the cycling, the walk, whatever. Can you go anywhere you want?
I think I know a lot of the other sport. A few of the other sports people can get into the tennis, but I'm not. I think we get just one ticket a day to go to another sport of your choice. I think that's the sort of deal. I've not done it yet. We've been busy, but yeah, a lot of the sports do go watch each other. I've seen, I've heard that other people are off to watch other people. So yeah, it's good.
Loving it, Dan. But me and Andy were talking, and I think a lot of Great Britain as well are buzzing for what you and Andy Murray are doing, and you got so much support back here. Keep it up, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
have a good day.
Really appreciate your time, and give our best to Sir Andy as well. We cannot wait to watch you in action tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Nice one. See ya.
Thanks, man. There you go, Dan Evans.
Speaks well, doesn't he?
He does, and he looks like he's having fun there as well.
What I like about him, just he's honest, isn't he? I'm not going to call him sir, or just the honesty that comes out.
Would you call me sir?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Why? Well, if I said, now I've been knighted, I really would prefer if you called me Sir Andy.
Nah.
What about if they said you're not going to do the show with him unless you call him Sir Andy?
I'm going to have to call you sir. You know what though, mate? But I like the way you answered the question about is it just what's it like, because everyone's speaking about Andy Murray Mania, and he's not that character, mate.
You can tell that straight away.
He's not bothered. He's like, you know what, I'm doing my bit. Yeah, he's doing his bit, mate. It's not as if that Andy Murray's saving Great Britain and getting them through. It's both of them as a team. And he's doing just as good as well. So I'm happy for him because he deserves plaudits as well.
It'd be a great story for both of them,
mate?
Wouldn't it?
We can't leave Spain in the final again. Imagine that.
Why have you brought that up?
I'm just saying.
That'd be awful.
It's coming home.
It's coming home. We should have said that to
It's coming home.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.